Thank you for joining me today for this presentation. I will show you some real use cases of big data exploitation using Knowage. These use cases will refer to an healthcare and energy market examples. Let's just introduce myself. My name is Marco Cortella. I work for Engineering Informatica, and I work for the Knowage Labs in Turin. I'm a solution designer, and usually I work with clients for BI projects and data visualization projects. But let's see some detail about what is Knowage. Knowage is a free open source business intelligence suite that is usable under the AGPL license 3.0. It's a web application that uses open standards and that you can directly use inside your browser. With Knowage, you can connect to any type of data sources you want, for example, big data sources, open data, and traditional relational databases. Of course, the scope of Knowage is to give insights from data, so you can create some data visualization and dashboard to get value from your data. Of course, not just normal data. You can also show and display geographical information. So we have a module about location intelligence, but it's also possible to extract more from your data. So using advanced analytics, using machine learning and deep learning algorithms. As I told you before, Knowage is a full BI suite. That means that you have multiple types of document and analysis that you can make. So you can have interactive dashboard, but also create KPIs, or maybe static report that you can schedule. Of course, it's also possible to make data exploration using different type of engines, like for example the query by example tool, or maybe the OLAP for multidimensional analysis. Of course, it's also possible to assign and make visible only the portion of data that you want to specific type of users. In the last version, we added some new feature to let the user create beautiful dashboard. So it's possible to create HTML with CSS widgets, but also possible to use custom libraries in new type of visualization. So for example, you can integrate also code coming from R and Python script. And of course, if you want to have some more advanced way to navigate your data, it's possible to use a fast and full search type of widgets called discovery widget using Solr indexes. To let you see how a dashboard is created, you can see this example. So we combine different type of data sources and also different type of widgets. So you can see combining HTML widget for displaying some beautiful cards, and you can also combine it with custom charts from different type of visualization library, and also integrate Python widgets for your code to make analysis in your data. As you can see in this little gallery, it's possible to create a very different type of dashboards, and also it's possible to make whatever type of look and feel you want. Today I will talk about two examples that we had in a healthcare scenario and the energy market scenario. Let's see the first one. We have a client that needed to monitor and manage the clinical examination and reports coming from a health company that had a lot of clinical laboratories. And also our client wants to monitor the usage of diagnostic devices during the whole day. So our solution was to first of all collect, integrate, and process all the data coming from one or more clinical laboratories to get data that can be used in real time, but also for historical analysis. From the starting of this project, we managed like 158 million analyses for like 5 billions of rows of data. Then, of course, we had a lot of data, but then we want to give access, an easy way to access information from this data using some reports and interactive dashboard. So, the result of our solution let healthcare staff monitor what is happening inside each laboratories and monitor the working performances in reports 24 hours per day. And also our solution let labs manager monitor the level of quality of the service provided, and when the quality was below some predefined threshold, they can take action to improve quality in real time. If you want to know more about the stories that I told you today, and also to know more about other type of success stories that we made using Knowage with our clients, there is a specific page on our website that you can see on this URL. So feel free to navigate in our website and maybe have an idea of what you can do with Knowage. Let's see the other example. Our client built a non-intrusive load monitoring device that, when installed in the user's home, will let monitor the electrical power consumption. The scope of this device is to give useful suggestions to the user in order to reduce the energy consumption and save money. So, also here, we started by the data, so we transformed information collected from this device and we stored the data inside a big data solution. Then, of course, we want to extract value from the data collected. So, we created some machine learning techniques in order to extract the energy consumption not just of the global home, but of each appliance installed in the home of the user. And then, of course, we want to show the real important information in an easy way, so every user, also without technical skill, can have a full understanding of what is happening and take action. So, with our solution, it's possible using interactive dashboard have an idea of what is happening inside the home with real-time and periodic insights on what is the global home consumption, but also have information about each single appliance consumption. So, for example, if you have an old refrigerator that consumes a lot of energy, you can take action and maybe think about buy a new one that is more energy friendly. Of course, this solution is useful to let the user save resources and money, but also to prevent incident when there is some anomaly in the energy consumption. Of course, this kind of solution was tested by energy supplier and can be offered in the uh, energy supply package that they can sell to the users. The same solution can also be applied to different scenarios, for example, not just home buildings, but also to manufacturing plants. Okay, but let's point it out. We had a lot of big data, and so a lot of data that was collected in the two examples that I showed to you. But what is really important is to extract value from the data, not just collect the data itself. So we have to remember that every time at the end of the process, what you have is to communicate information, valuable information to human beings. And to do so, we use techniques like data visualization and interaction to give real value for the user from the data that was collected. So thank you for joining me today for this presentation. I would like to remember that the version 8 of Knowage is coming, but you can also find another talk about these topics from my colleague Davide Zerbetto that has shown the new features of Knowage. Thank you. Have a nice day.